What's going on, Tube Takeoff Tribe? We got another channel review for you today, and we are doing a very special one for Yuri and his channel, Motivation for Success in Life. Now, as you all know, the channel reviews are pretty straightforward. What we're going to be doing is a thumbnail review to make sure that you're getting the best optimization and click-through rate for your thumbnails, which it doesn't matter how good your video is. If your thumbnail's bad, people are not going to click on it. But if they do manage to click on it, then we're going to be going into an intro review, which if the first 15-30 seconds does not hook your audience, they will leave, not giving you watch time, making YouTube algorithm not recommend your content, which is what we're going for. We want YouTube to recommend your content. Then we're going to do an actual in-depth content review. Are you adding end screens? How are your cuts? How's the audio quality, the color grading, all that fun stuff. And then if you do have a funnel, something that you're trying to promote, I will do an in-depth review as well on your funnel to help you get more leads if I can. Not everybody has one. Not every funnel is the same. So it's all unique to your specific marketplace. So I'll do my best to help you with that if you have a funnel. And we can also do separate funnel reviews down the road if you have an in-depth funnel, most of which are very simple and straightforward. But if you have one, we're going to go ahead and do that. So with that, let's go ahead and dive right into this one. Motivation for Success in Life. Subscribe and enjoy your daily inspirational new videos. Always be motivated. Motivation for Success in Life. And then you got the notification bell, the like button, and the share button, and the subscribe. It's not a bad banner. It does look like the subscribe button here is warped. It's like you stretched it out. So I would update the image. It doesn't need to have that much text. Motivation for Success in Life. The name itself is pretty straightforward as to what your channel would be. So I would just honestly find a really nice graphic like this thumbnail that you have right here of Steve Jobs. If you had a banner that had like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Warren Buffett, like all these successful people that we see in life, like as a background or a banner image, I think that would look a lot better than just always be motivated, motivation for success. It looks like you just quickly threw this together in Canva or whoever made this. Not that it's a big deal, but I think it would look a lot better if you had actual successful motivational people, or maybe somebody doing something that is hard, like it could be a staircase. The incline in Colorado, I've done that before. It's a really hard, steep, like it's literally stairways up a mountain, but it's very hard. And it could be like a screenshot of just going up these massive stairs, like something that would be motivational instead of telling them always be motivated. Show them the image of motivation, you know? Let's look at your icon here. I can't really tell. Motivation for Success in Life. Stay motivated. Red and green are not the best color combinations unless you're trying to... yeah, I'm not really sure. And that text is impossible to see. It's almost like a throw together logo. So I would update the Motivation for Success in Life profile picture or icon. I'm not really sure what these are called anymore. I like the hands. The hands is fine. What I would do is I would choose like look at this. Let me. You got green here, red here, and then you got peach, salmon. I don't know. I would stick to a color palette, right? What color palette is going to be on your channel? Looks like you have a theme going for dark thumbnails, which I like your thumbnails. They look really good. But looking at your thumbnails versus your banner versus your actual icon here, they're all completely different colors. Like you're just all over the place. So I would pick, this logo right here is fine, but I would have just the icon, make it bigger, get rid of all the text. So it's literally just the hands and the star, and then change the background color from green to the salmon or whatever color palette you decide to go with. But I would try to make it consistent with your icon and your banner, not just random everything. So that's my 2 cents on the banner. Again, banner and icons, not a big deal. It makes you look more professional, like you actually put in the time and effort to reach your audience, which some people, you know, they see a channel that feels like it's just thrown together, they're going to leave right away. But if it looks like you put in work, people are going to stick around longer, they're going to be curious, and it does better in the long end for you. So let's go ahead and dive right into your actual thumbnails. And like I said, I do like your thumbnails. These are actually pretty good image quality. I like almost all of them. I'm gonna walk you through some of them that I don't like. So like your first thumbnail here from 3 weeks ago, motivational, remember the hard times. You didn't even put a space on the hard right there. Remember the hard times. I like the concept where you're trying to blend in the red and the black. I think the color palette looks good, but the text is way too small and the typography just isn't there. Bodybuilding, motivation, music, the hard times. So let's go ahead and dive into our first tips here. So for the first one, we're talking about your banner. Banner slash channel icon. Be consistent. Consistent with colors and design. So like I was saying, these colors don't match and these colors are different. Like this green is not even the same as this green. They're completely different greens. This blue is not even close to these blues. Try to be a little more consistent with your colors. I go to what is the color palette site that I go to? Color palette generator. Here we go. So check this out. Coolers.co. I think this is the one I was using. So these is a really cool website that like you don't have to use it. It's all free, or you don't have to pay for it, I should say. There's a lot of different websites like this, but they give you all these different color palettes, and you can use that color palette for the design of your banner, your icon, and your thumbnails down the road if you want to go that way. Now, it's not necessarily for thumbnails because if you're changing niches or maybe you have review Mondays, you want that thumbnail to stand out from the other thumbnails. So then it wouldn't matter as much, but I would use a color palette. Check out a color palette to, oops. I don't even know how to spell color palette. Check out your color palettes, though, to see what you would like to be consistent with. Because it doesn't look very consistent right here. But your thumbnails, let's start with this one with the rock. I do like the thumbnails. The images are good. The spacing is good, except for the typography. The typography, fix typography on a few thumbnails. And when I say a few, this typography is good. This one right here, good. This one's good as well. The only issue I have with this one right here, act as if you live like a legend. The text underneath at the small, like right here, way too small. Nobody's going to be able to read it. Also, you need to follow the golden rule of text should always be on the left, image on the right. If you don't have the text on the left, it needs to be at the top or the center. It should never be at the bottom. It should never be at the right. And it looks like you only broke that rule twice right here as well. You have the text at the bottom right. Try not to become a man of success, but rather become a man of... I can't read the last part because the timestamp is covering it. And remember, people are looking at these thumbnails via phone, so it's even smaller than, like me zooming in, I can't read it. And zoomed out, this is on a desktop. It's going to be even smaller on a phone, right? So you always got to keep in mind on your thumbnails. So fix typography on a few thumbnails. Text should always be top or left, never bottom or on the right. Yeah, and also make text large enough to read on mobile. Most people are watching YouTube via their phones. Most don't watch it on their computers anymore. I mean, I will sometimes watch YouTube on my computer if I'm here doing something. It's usually a background noise. But for the most part, if I'm watching YouTube, it's me on my couch or in bed on my phone, right? So that's why your text needs to be bigger and smaller. And like right here, winners don't quit. That's a really good thumbnail. I would have made the text slightly bigger, but that's just my opinion. I don't think it's going to matter if it was any bigger. I just personally think it would look bigger. But like that's a great thumbnail right there. So less text is more. Less text is more. So always remember, if you can get whatever you can say. If you say, the best way to do this, this, or this, how can you say all of that in 3 words? or at least emphasize it in 3 words to add more value to whatever your title of the video is. So let's look at this one. I like this. It's interesting that you have the red on the right there. If you were more consistent with the red on the right for each thumbnail, so almost like your watermark, sure, but otherwise, it looks like you tried to have a gradient go to the right, make it darker red, but it looks like it failed here because it just goes straight to a red bar. Maybe you just ran out of image. I'm not sure. But this title, or the text inside this title, does not work. Try not to become a man of success, but rather become a man of... I would just have it be, like, get rid of all that top stuff, and whatever the bottom sentence there is, become a man of, I think it says value. Just have that be at the very top. Become a man of, and then at the bottom left, value, really big. So the text above the guy working out here, put the become a man of above him, and then at the bottom left right here, just put value. Boom. That's how you can fix that thumbnail. For the rest, though, they look pretty good. The color differences are great. It's kind of hard to see Arise Champion. The Arise part's hard because it's white right above the white. So I would have probably brought the Arise up. But like this text, now or never, the spacing, look at the space between now and or is not the same between or and never. So that right there is typography. It's just making the spacing even, the spacing between the top and the bottom, the left and the right. Typography does matter on thumbnails. Think of this as a billboard, but for your video. And the motivational video is unreadable. That is too small, so I would just, honestly, I would just get rid of that. Now or never. Now or never. And then the title is Best Esports Motivational Video. I would have probably just put a small quote, now or never. It doesn't tell me what's inside the video. It's a picture of a guy on a mountain, but it's a video on esports. So the thumbnail doesn't, I'm not sure what that has to do with your video. I'll watch that video, I guess, in here in a minute to see, but you see what I'm saying? Like, if this is a video about esports, why don't you have a picture of like this right here of the dude with his head up, like he's frustrated and he's in his gaming chair. That tells me he's in esports. And make it a noticeable gamer. It could be Ninja from Fortnite. It could be a professional League or Dota player. I don't know what popular games that you're watching or that people would watch, but have a face of somebody that's recognizable if you're going to be talking about the esports industry or whatever industry you're talking about, not just a random shot of a mountain and then now or never. The text now or never doesn't necessarily entice me to click on your video. This thumbnail right here looks really good, man. I'm going to be honest. Fearless motivation. I think that looks really good. This thumbnail right here looks really good. Again, the motivational down part right there is unreadable, so I would get rid of that. I would reverse the image though, so put the Joker over here and then the text over here. But other than that, that thumbnail looks good. This one, so right here, the white is kind of blending in with the background, and then the life part is also, it's readable, but it's hard. If I was somebody who was colorblind or had trouble with my eyes, I guarantee you I would not be able to read that. And the life being green is kind of, it's almost distracting. I'm not going to say it makes me want to click on it, but it's almost a distraction from the actual image, which it looks like a dude on a mountain range that's on like a balcony, which I think the image looks awesome. And I'll maybe change the title. Don't waste your life. Maybe stop wasting your life. It's not saying, hey, you shouldn't do that. Stop doing what you're doing right now because you're wasting your life. Not, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's more intense. The word choicing kind of makes you, it's like a demand, not a request. I'm requesting you to not do this, please. I'm telling you, don't do this. You know what I mean? The impact just drives it in there. But these thumbnails, like I said, most of these are really good. You just need to work on some of the typography, the spacing. Make sure the color, the whites are not hiding in the blending or blending in with the background. Like right here, Arise is hard to see. Text on the left. Otherwise, the images that you're using, the quality, really good. This one's a really good one too. If motivation does exist, the only issue I have with this one, whatever that small text is right there, unreadable, especially on a phone. So I would just get rid of that part. But otherwise, this looks perfect. This looks great. This looks great. This looks great. Yeah. Let's go ahead and dive into your first video, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, so the first one, fight for your life. Life is a fight. Dismiss that real quick. Let's do it in theater mode.
Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over.
Life is a fight.
Captions.
It's a fight for integrity.
I do like that you added captions. I just don't know why it automatically turned captions on if you already have text in the video.
It's a fight for character. It's a fight for a good reputation. It's a fight for your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. Why? Because they don't give you those things when you're born. So every
I do have a couple issues, but let's start over again. I want to hear your intro, the first 15 seconds.
Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will...
I like the intro, I think.
Life.
The first second there, I think you could have just started immediately with him saying life, because it almost sounds like a small build-up. And then right there, did you hear that? You can hear him breathe in. I would cut that. That first second, you don't even need. Just have it start out.
Life.
That's how it should start right there. Life? No, none of that. First second, small build-up, breathe in. Don't need it.
Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over.
life is a fight. It's a fight.
So right there, your call to action to subscribe is way too soon. So far, you have not motivated me. It's building up. Don't get me wrong. This is intense. I like it. But you have not given me a reason to subscribe. I'm not motivated yet. So you're asking your call to action, CTA or sub/like, is too early. It's way too early. You need to add value, then ask for CTA, whichever your CTA is, which is subscribe, buy my product, whatever it might be. You're asking for it too soon, and a lot of people will do that. They're asking for like, subscribes, comment down below at the very beginning, but you're not being direct about it. It's like, hey guys, I make videos about this, this, and this, so if you like that, make sure you like and subscribe. Well, I haven't shown you that I make these type of videos or any of that unless you've watched my content before. So if this is the first time somebody's coming to your channel, give them 3 to 5 minutes of good value or whatever they're here for. Then ask for that. Like, by the way, we make these type of videos every week, every month, whatever it might be. And if you're looking for more motivation in your life, make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to hit the like button so more people can be motivated just like you. Something like that, right? You want to give them value before you ask for the call to action.
For integrity, it's a fight for character, it's a fight for a good reputation.
Now, the audio I don't like. That's my biggest issue with this. It sounds like you recorded audio of a recording.
It's a fight for character.
Because you can hear all that noise, all that background noise, all that static.
Fight for a good reputation. It's a fight for...
It's almost like the audio also was... The video itself was... or the audio is peaking, and then you recorded it. It's not peaking on your recording, but the recording that you got it from was peaking, which peaking just means it's going to the red meter. If it goes to the red, it just sounds overblown and over loud. So I would start with your audio, fix audio so it is crystal clear. Most people, when they come to YouTube, they don't care. Like your video right here. Well, let me see if this is in 1080p. All right, let's change it to 1080p real quick.
Dreams.
So even though this is in 1080,
your ambition,
this is clearly not 1080, right? But that doesn't matter. People don't care about that. What they care about is the audio. People are willing to watch a low quality visual video. It's low quality visually if the audio is good. But if they have a really crystal clear, it could be 4K footage, it could be shaky, but if the audio is bad, like if it's just wind constantly blowing on the mic or whatever, people are going to click away. So audio is very, very important. And your audio...
Why? Because they don't give you...
It could definitely be improved.
Those things when you're born. So every morning, I've got to wake up and I've got...
However, the audio levels, the music versus the voiceover, I think you got that down pretty well. It doesn't... The music is loud, but it's not overpowering the voice. So just make sure when you're making these motivational videos, you don't want to overpower the voice. A lot of people will make that mistake where the music will be way too loud and you can't hear what I'm saying. Or the music's so quiet, why even bother having it, right? So the audio levels, you did a good job. I think they sound
Fight
fine.
for my dreams. I gotta
Just need to make them a little bit more clear.
fight for character. I gotta fight for integrity.
I got to fight my fight. It's about fighting our fight.
We don't give up. We fight.
Stop letting stuff derail you. Keep fighting in the midst of the struggle. Keep fighting. Keep thinking positive.
This is intense,
You
man.
only lose when you quit.
Remember, you gave everything you had.
Love that quote. You only lose when you quit. You only fail when you give up.
You quit.
Yes,
Remember,
that's
you
true.
gave everything you
Church.
had. No matter what nobody on the outside said. Fight your fight.
If you can't control your own brain and your brain controls you, you control
I
your.
saw something flash on the screen right there. Did you see that?
Fight your fight.
If you can't.
So, looks like a tag. Now, I don't know if that was intentional. Vita, I feel like that this video was... I mean, it's obviously not your content. It's somebody else's. I would have chopped that off because I don't know what that is. That's probably the branding. But this is somebody's Instagram.
You can't control
Unless it's
your
purposely meant for people to go find that Instagram. It might be yours. I don't think it is.
own brain.
Yeah, let's just keep
and
going.
your brain controls you. You got to tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to go and how you want to get there. I realize if I keep going back and going back and going back, your
Right here, I'm confused. Change think for success. It keeps flashing on the screen.
mind will say, okay, we're going to figure it out. Because he is
I'm not sure why, if that was part of the stock footage or whatever you got this video from.
not going to stop.
Change think for success. I don't see that adding value for me.
It's not like I'm gonna try one more time. No, I gave myself no way out, and my mind realized that. It's okay.
Like this text up here is fine. I'm actually reading that and then watching some of the B-roll. I'm not paying attention. Like the B-roll's like in my focal vision. I'm not paying attention. My focus is on this text. But with this text
We're gonna
constantly
adapt
popping
and
up here,
overcome now.
it's kind of distracting.
So then your mind starts to get tougher and tougher, and that's how you get through
Whew. That was a good one.
things. You immerse yourself in wherever it is, and you become that, and give yourself.
If people ask you, say,
I did not like that transition.
how you doing?
You become that, and give yourself.
It's like you cut it out completely. It's like the video just,
You become that, and give yourself.
So I would work on your transition as well. Pay attention when transitioning. Transitioning from one audio/video clip to the next. You definitely cut it,
You become
soon.
that, and give yourself.
and you give yourself no way, and the no way out was cut.
If people ask you, say, how you doing? Even if you're having some difficult times, say,
So right there, because of the bad transition, you just devalued the video and then you asked for a subscribe. If you hadn't done that bad transition and then you asked for the subscribe, it would have been better. But since, you know, the situation, the idea that you had was correct, but it was not executed properly. So the video lost value right there because of the bad cut,
And give yourself.
and then you asked for the subscribe. It's like when you make a massive mistake at work and then you ask your boss for a raise, it just doesn't look good, right? So I would look at those.
ask you, say, how you doing?
Check
Even
back
if
before
you-
your videos go live. Just do a one-up. And I know when you have multiple channels and you're watching a lot of content or making a lot of content yourself, I've made the mistake plenty of times where I'm just chopping, edit, and I forgot to do a final run through before uploading it. Even while the editing part, like, because I've done it so many times that you forget a clip in there. Or like if I'm making a talking head video, sometimes I'll make a mistake. Well, I make a mistake and I have to repeat the line multiple times, and I'll have that line in there twice, and people will see my cut twice of where I made the mistake, and it's embarrassing. But this one's not as embarrassing, but it still is a mistake in the eyes of the viewer. So you gotta watch for those.
Say, I'm blessed and highly favored, because anytime you wake up and you don't have a white chalk outline around your body, it's a great day.
You're gonna feel dumb and ask questions and don't move you. Every
is, but make movement. Move forward.
Have that again. And right here, the text isn't even changed. Tick to success. That's a spelling error. I don't like this at all. Change tick to success. Adds no value. Add no context. It's misspell. And there's a black box. I'm assuming your editor added this. Get rid of it completely. Adds nothing to your video. I want to do one more thing before I talk about the end screen here.
Fight for a good reputation.
And that is, I'm watching the meter here.
Your goals, your dreams, your ambitions.
You're at negative 10.
Why? Because they're
Achieving more, to being a better father, being
Now you're at negative 20.
Living life is about growing.
Negative 10. So your audio levels are jumping a lot. So the beginning, listen how loud this is.
We don't give up.
Very loud.
We fight.
Okay, this is like I said, negative 10 dB. Let's go to the middle here.
So I say to you,
Now it's like half the volume. Let's go to the end here.
This is your time.
Now it's loud again. You want to be consistent. Be consistent with audio levels. I should probably spell out levels. I'm used to typing in gamer chat, so it's just a habit for me. But your audio levels are jumping around way too much. Also, you're asking for subscribe again, right here. And yeah, it looks like you're asking for subscribe multiple times. Pick one point in the video to ask for that, maybe two, but they have to be at your strongest points. So like I said right here, when you made the mistake at the edit, or the first transition cut, that would have been a good spot. This would be a good spot if the transition didn't, like I said, devalue itself. So the idea of putting it here was good, and then maybe one more at the end, but don't have it multiple times throughout. So let's go to your end screen here. I want to see how this pops up.
Movement. Move forward and do that every.
So you just have them pop up. On end screens, end screen could be one option. And what I mean by one option, right? You're giving them the option to watch this video, or subscribe. Don't give them that many options. If your goal of this video is just to get them to subscribe, just have that right there, right? And have text saying, enjoy the video, subscribe, while the rest of the audio is playing out. Or, and what I like to do, and this is what's seeing the best results right now, is maybe have, while this audio is still playing, have just some text pop up on the screen saying, let's use the fearless motivational speech. Scared of that new speech you have to give, or nervous about the next thing you have to do, XYZ, you know, whatever entices fear, you know, check out this video and get some fearless motivation. You want to entice them. At the end of each video should be encouraging them or promoting them, your previous or whatever video you want to promote. It usually is not going to go forward. Like my next video is going to be this one, so make sure you check out the end screen because it's generally not ready by then. But you can say, you know, the last video I made was about, you know, about not wasting your time or wasting your life. So therefore, you know, hey, all right, do you feel like you're wasting a lot of time? You probably are. Check out this video right here. Boom. Then it pops up. You see what I'm saying? Instead of just giving them, boom, end screen, all three popped up at the same time. You want to get them to binge your content. And if you make it seamless and give them one option and make it easy to do, they will binge your content. That's how you get a bunch of videos or a bunch of views all at once, because one video goes off and they all do. Also, let's type that in here. End screen. Easy to binge next video on an endless loop, in a sense, right? So each ending of each video should make it seamless and easy to the next one. So let's do that. And then I see right here that you have some commenters. That's great. You have 2 people liking and you have 2 commenters. If you're not liking your own videos, you should, because that gives you more engagement. These people are commenting. You should reply to them because you have 2 comments. If you were to reply to this person and you were to reply to this person, you just doubled your engagement. Also, you didn't even comment yourself. Comment on the video. Let's see, are you promoting anything? Feel free to join my Facebook page. That could be it right there. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're looking for more motivation in your life, join my Facebook group. Boom, link right there. Pin it to the top. Like your own comment. Like everybody else's comment right there. Reply to everybody else. You just tripled your engagement, and YouTube sees that. The algorithm sees that. and they're going to push your videos even further. So reply to every comment. Engage every chance you get. And I'm not just talking about you replying to people, right? Every video that you make, you should comment on your own video as the publisher. So Motivation for Success, like I said, promote your Facebook group, but only have one comment. Just one comment from you promoting your Facebook group. Or maybe, hey guys, check out this video right here that I made, and that can be in the comment section. Or are you looking for bodybuilding motivation? Are you looking for, you have all these links, but you're not promoting anything in the comment section. Make a comment, pin it to the top, reply to every comment, smash the like on every comment, of course, unless it's a troll. That happens quite often. But yeah, the more likes, the more engagement, even dislikes, right? If somebody were to dislike your video, it's not a big deal. That's still engagement. It still helps your video. Unless, of course, you made a bad video and there's a bunch of dislikes, that tells me or tells the audience that your video either sucked, was bad, which usually isn't the case. Most people don't dislike a video because it's bad. Most people dislike a video because it's clickbait, right? Like if you're saying, you know, I got a video right here on how to motivate you, and then it's just a cooking video of you making Play-Doh cookies, they're not gonna like your video. They're gonna dislike it and move on. So yeah, make sure you are replying to every comment, engage every chance you get, pin a comment to the top of every video. And you don't have to pin your own comments. I do at the start of each video, but if I'll get somebody that will make a heartfelt comment, like this one's not as heartfelt. Like I want somebody to write an in-depth, unique sentence, and if it's motivational to me or it's I feel appreciated, I'll pin their comment to the top. Whoever commented is gonna feel the love. They're gonna feel appreciated. They're gonna know that I'm noticing them. I'm engaging with them. Therefore, they're gonna comment on more comments. They're going to talk to people in the chat. They're going to watch more of your videos, and they're going to be part of your tribe, your community, your group. So let's check out your most popular video next. I want to see what's going on with that. Oh, has no videos. That's weird. Most popular. All right, that's got to be a glitch. I guess we'll just do this manually. That is weird. I was about to freak out thinking your videos are all gone. All right, so it's probably this one, 417. One of the greatest speeches ever. That is a hell of a title. You know what? That reminds me, I did not give you a review on your title on this one, and that's a big mistake I made. Fight for your life. Life is a fight for territory. Best motivational speech video. You are going for way too many keywords. These are fine if you are having them in the description in a sentence structure. Don't just tag it like that. Have an actual sentence. Are you in the fight for your life? Add a sentence. Life is a fight, blah, blah, blah. Add a sentence. A fight for the territory, add a sentence. Make it an actual, a structure, a paragraph, not just focusing on keywords. So for your title here, it looks like you're trying to appease the algorithm. Don't ever try to do that for your titles. You're trying to appease me, a viewer, an actual person. Is this something, if you saw this in a newspaper or a blog article, would you actually click on that article? Fight for your life. Life is a fight for the territory. I saw fight and life 3 times before it cuts off. It's not going to get the clicks. I would change it. Like right here, best motivational speech video. That's a good start. I would start with that. Best motivational speech. And then this dash, a fight for your life. That's all you need. You don't need the rest of this stuff. Best motivational speech, a fight for your life. That's a better title than Fight for your life. Life is a fight. And you can split test this. You can check this out in your analytics based off of click-through rates. You can test not only thumbnails, like you can change your thumbnails and see if you're getting better click-through rates, but titles too. Titles will change the amount of people that are actually finding your videos through search. So check in your analytics deep dive, since this is one of your most well, this is not your most popular. This is probably 3rd or 4th. But if you deep dive in your analytics, you can see what people are actually searching for on your channel and how they're finding you. And that is the keywords you want to focus on. And only add a few of those keywords into your title. Again, don't just have a bunch of keywords. You're trying to target me. What am I going to search for to find this video? If I'm looking for motivation, I'm going to type in best motivational, for exercise, or best motivation for fighting. And if you have best motivational speech, a fight for your life, it's going to get picked up a lot faster than having best motivational speech at the back of the video or the back of the title as opposed to the front, if you understand what I'm saying. So titles should be focused on people, not the algorithm. Less keywords. Not only less keywords, but less words in general, right? It's a long title. People want short, quick, and to the point. Look at your, let's see, right here. So these are your best competitors. 1.4 or 1.8 million views, 2.6 million views, 460,000. Look at their titles. So this isn't even in English, so let's not do that one. I am successful, 528 hertz, and affirmations, miracle tome. I don't think it's because they put 528 hertz. I believe it's just the title, I am successful, and then affirmations. So they have the keyword affirmations, and then they have their I am successful. That's why they're getting views. Minecraft, relaxing music with soft rain. I think that's probably just because people like Minecraft. But Disney's Fast Pace, A Complicated History. Or Fast Pass, sorry, not Fast Pace. Disney's Fast Pass, A Complicated History. See, these titles are very simple. They're very short, and they're directly to the point. They do have a keyword in there, but it's short, direct, to the point, not a whole bunch of keywords. They're targeting people. So your title should be focused on targeting people, not the algorithm and less keywords. It's fine to have those keywords in, but don't just focus on trying to appease the algorithm.
Friends would walk up to me.
Look at these ads. Not even monetized, and they got ads. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. Skip the ad. All right, let's see what we got here.
There needs to be someone who is sort of the.
I do like that. How you have use earphones for better experience.
There needs to be someone.
And there's that slight delay at the beginning, like I said in the last video, how you have a second where you can kind of hear them breathe in. You can't hear them breathe in, but you can hear the rustle of the mic, kind of, or maybe it's the wind. Oh my gosh, I can't grab it. Why is YouTube so hard?
There needs to be
someone.
someone.
It's just a second, and it's not a terrible thing. Your intros, you're going right in. So that's good. I'm just trying to help you make them slightly better. Okay, that I don't like. A Panther Productions presentation. I don't know if that was even on you. It might be just where you got the footage, but like it's kind
Keeper
of
and reiterate.
text on text. You can't read that. And it's yellow on, you know, the background color. It's just hard to read. There's so much going on right here. It's just kind of distracting.
Keeper and reiterate.
So I'm curious. You have 417 views. Go to your analytics and see where people are dropping off on this video, and I bet you're going to see a good chunk of people dropping off right here
Of the vision.
at the beginning because of that. If it's at the 6-second mark, it's 100% because of that. Maybe if it's a few seconds later, it's like, well, let's see if it gets any better. Maybe that's why they'll stick around.
A ton of work
For the most part, if that's a drop-off, that's the mistake right there.
to do. And a lot of times, you know, when you have to walk 1,000 miles and you take the first step, it looks like a long ways. And it really helps if there's someone there saying, well, we're one step closer. You know, the goal definitely exists. It's not just a mirage out there. So in 1,000, in addition to design work, and you've got to do everything. You've got to come up with a name. You've got to come up with a logo.
So I like that you're changing images. The problem is I think you took too long. You were on the same image for 41 seconds. Nothing happens. I mean, you have this animation in the background, which is fine, but nothing happens. So if I was here to actually watch the video, I would be disappointed. If I'm just listening in, I'm not even going to notice.
You've got to do everything. You've got to come up with a name. You've got to come up with a logo.
So look in your analytics again. If there's a drop-off before there, it's because you're taking too long to transition to this image. So it looks like you got 41 seconds. What's the next one? 56.
So the honeymoon is over.
59. So you do cut it a little bit faster now, which is fine. That's good. But it looks like some of them you're holding on to too long.
Is that
Technology, and who wanted to bring that to life.
Audio levels are fine.
going to market that? And I think that's the right path.
Except for right here. I see how you have the first guy. It's crystal
You've
clear.
got to figure out what to design. You've got to figure out how
Listen
you're
to
going to
his
get it to the
audio,
marketplace. You've got to
the
do a part
voice
number system.
versus
You've got to
the
go
music.
get bank accounts. You've got to set up charts, general ledgers.
You can
get
hear
a
him over
management
the music
information
clearly.
system.
Started with
Not this guy though.
what
You can hear him, but the music still seems louder than he is. And my internet's being slow today.
up with a strategy and a vision for
So when you
Apple.
are doing these type of videos and you're using other recordings,
It started with
you will have to manually
what
increase people's audio, decrease
incredible
people's audio to
benefits
try to
can
get
we
them
give
all
to
to
the
balance out.
customer? Where can
Then
we
you
take
add in
the
your music.
customer?
A lot of people are not, they're skipping that step. So make sure, I think I already have that. Your audio levels are jumping a lot. So yeah, so just make sure you focus on that one.
Not starting with, let's sit down with.
Do you have actual footage of him moving? Or are these, okay, these are
Better,
just
or do
pictures.
you just ship it? You know, and everybody watches when you to see how this.
I don't mind. I wish you would have added some B-roll of Steve Jobs. It might be hard to find, but if you could find some B-roll of him and just have that flashing on the scene too, so it's not just a picture, 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 you know, picture, 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 B-roll footage. Picture, 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 B-roll footage. Now, obviously, you're going to want the B-roll footage or the motion, the look at me, look at me, look at me, the attention grabbing, the retention rate, you want that at the beginning. That would be more important than having a bunch at the end. And I think some of these photos are really good. I think you should have added these at the beginning because, you, like I said, you went 40 seconds with it not without it changing. This, I think, maximum should last 15, 20 seconds maximum. And then you can have it fade out and then fade into these pictures. Or if you have old interviews, B-roll that you could use, that would be really, really good. But otherwise,
5 years.
I do like the motion graphics, so it's
Probably
not
like
just
3/4
a
of them.
boring picture. It actually has some motion.
Because things change.
I'm not sure if I like that picture because it's clearly it's zoomed in to try to fit the frame. It's fine that if it doesn't fit the frame, like make the picture the actual size, make it smaller, but it's a lot clearer to see than zoomed in and super saturated and pixelated. So let's check out how you get at the end screen again. Looks like you're rushing in again.
Whether Next can be a viable business is something only time will tell.
Yep. So same thing on the transition there, or at the end screen. Make sure you you don't just jump into both of them. Comments. Yep. You're not replying to these people. Make sure you reply to everybody that you can. So you have a Facebook group. That's not a funnel, so I'm not gonna check that out. You have motivational, 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 motivation. Yeah. That's pretty much all I have for this video, or this channel. A few tweaks on your audio, a few tweaks on your thumbnails. Update your banner and icon a little bit. I think this channel is going to perform a lot better. Make sure you're using your end screens better. And reply to your comments. You're not replying to anybody, and that is engagement that you could be doubling, tripling. Which, if you double, triple, quadruple your engagement on these videos, your views could double, quadruple, triple. Like, one of them could go viral just because of that. So, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you start engaging with your audience. So, that's it for today's Tube Takeoff review, and I hope to see how far you get on this channel. Motivation is not something that I usually watch myself on YouTube, but I think you did a good job in picking out the motivational ones. You could also, if you look up some celebrity YouTube channels, right? There's going to be a lot of... See what celebrities are trending right now, and then find motivation that they've said in the past, or motivational videos that they've said, and build it off of trending celebrities or trending people. Elon Musk. Like, you have Steve Jobs right here. You have The Rock right here. These are noticeable figures. If you start doing that with more noticeable figures and put them in your thumbnail, it's going to perform really, really well. So I'm excited to see how far you take this channel and looking forward to our next review. See you in the next one.